That's a bullshit.
It's like a pinball machine.
Oh, what was that stupid boss in Dragon Soul?
Yeah.
Ping pong boss.
One of the old gods?
Yeah.
I don't know. I liked playing ping pong.
Did you ever have to play volleyball in like junior high school? And there was like always that useless chick who would hit the ball and it would go flying like behind her. That's what that
Was that-
fucking raid was like. Was like fucking volleyball in middle school with the useless
Can
chick.
we
Was that
can we
you,
get
Kat?
a
No,
Jeeves
I'm good.
by chance?
Alright guys, I'm going to explain the fight.
And cookies.
I'm going to explain the strategy that we use to beat her in normal mode, so it may differ from videos if you haven't done it with us before. First of all, abilities that she has all the time. There is the healing debuff Touch of Harm. You have to heal all of it if the person needs heals on themselves. Because the debuff absorbs healing, you can dispel it, but it will jump to another player. There's also a giant hammer on your head with a purple circle around you. It will hit you 3 times, and every time that circle will shrink. You want to try to be towards the boss with that, so it hits all the melee and the tanks, hopefully. That happens through all 3 phases. So phase 1, the more you move, the more damage you will take. She also has an ability called Annihilating Strike. The ranged and healers should be spread out, and if you get targeted with that strike and you're a ranged or a healer, you stand still and everyone else moves away from you. If you are a melee, you can run to the side so that it does not go out towards the ranged and healers. After 3 casts of that, her next ability will be Infernal Tempest. She will do 4 pulses. The first 2 pulses you want to stand still, and then you want to sidestep to the right, because whenever you take fire damage, you will spawn a little puddle underneath you that will explode after a couple seconds. And then after 2 more pulses, you need to sidestep again. And remember, move as little as possible. She will also summon an ad that will throw fireballs out. Typically that will go away from the raid, however sometimes, due to positioning issues, it will go towards the raid. Make sure not to get hit by that fireball. If you do get hit by it, make sure to move out of the circle that it spawns underneath you. Phase 2 happens at... I don't remember.
70%, I want to say? 70 or 60.
That sounds about right. Anyway, we will have our maximum health reduced. It will look like we can be healed, but we cannot be healed above a certain percent. It starts at 80%, and it's reduced over time to like 20%. Tainted Shadows. It deals damage to the tank and everyone within 5 yards of him. After 3 casts of Tainted Shadows, a couple people will be hit with Font of Corruption. That will cause them to also get hit by the Tainted Shadows, but they will become immune to the AoE from the Tainted Shadows. So, this is what the markers are for. The boss may be moved, so just position yourselves according to wherever she is. The tanks will be on red. If you do not have Font of Corruption, you should be on green side, or, well, preferably on green side. Away from the raid is fine as well, but it's better if you're closer to green for heal. If you have Font of Corruption, you need to be on the blue side of her, and you don't have to be hard stacked. Just grouped up for healing is preferable. As soon as your debuff, Font of Corruption, runs out, you want to run away from the blue square.
You want to do it at least 3 seconds beforehand. Because as it expires, it's going to do one last pulse, and it's going to hit everybody that it just fell off of.
So if you've got it with 3 seconds left, you want to run away from the blue marker, kind of towards purplish, just be away from everyone else. And then you can head over to green when you are safe. I'm not leaving the purple marker up, though. She also summons a healer ad that needs to be interrupted. We need 2 people interrupting, and Turk's going to be getting the first. Tanks can try to get the others.
I'll watch back up. We got Grim too. We can make sure they get interrupted.
I can give, if anybody needs the macro, as long as you have a focus target, it'll interrupt for you. So if you need it, let me know.
Final phase, she deals more damage over time, and everyone else deals more damage over time.
But also takes more damage.
Ah, right. So she doesn't deal more damage, but everyone takes more damage.
Correct. I believe it's like a half. Like you deal 10% more, but take 5% more, something like that.
Says
Yeah.
we deal 20% and we take 10% more.
Yeah, it's half of whatever you're currently dealing.
And that does increase over time, so it becomes kind of like a soft enrage, just like every other phase. She has a Bulwark of the Tyrant. It deals damage to, looks like a few random people, and then it spawns Despoiled Ground. What we're going to do is tank her wherever she is, and then go clockwise around the edge of the room, spawning this Despoiled Ground. We're going to have to move every time she spawns it. And every 3 casts of that, her next cast will be Gavel of the Tyrant, which knocks everyone away from her and deals damage. So after the knockback, we need to regroup quickly next to the previous Despoiled Ground. We're keeping them close together because we run out of room eventually. She'll also summon an ad that will shield her, so we need to nuke the ad as soon as possible.
Is that what we're saving Lust for? Is that first ad?
No, we're saving it for phase 2.
Okay.
Just in case the tanks have forgotten, the Despoiled Ground, we gotta really be on top of how much room we have. So sticking as close to the walls as possible is definitely preferred.
And then also just some quick numbers out there. We need to get her out of phase 1 before the 2-minute mark. Otherwise, we're going to have some overlapping abilities that's going to basically wipe us.
We wait till Lust until the ad comes out in phase 2, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Can I get a feast real quick, please?
Oh, no one dropped a feast. I will do that.
Thank you very much.
Since we've got quite a few melee, I usually stick at around blue square for the beginning of phase 1, just so that we kind of can spread out equally.
Oh, that reminds me. During the Tempest in Phase 1, melee stay away from the boss. We want to have that area clear so the tanks can maneuver around there and not have to kite the boss out of position. Alrighty.
The Eridar are no strangers to war. Are you so eager to meet your end? Three, two, one. Enforcer, enact my will. 3, 2, 1.
That's new.
Yeah, I was supposed to say that's not something I'm used to.
What, the ad?
No, the
Infernal
knockback.
Tempest.
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, the ground explodes a lot faster too.
3, 2, 1.
Move in with the hammer.
Know your place, weakling.
You camp up.
2, 1.
I don't want to move in next time because it killed me.
Fist of righteous fire.
Someone killed you.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's ramping up to about 30k.
That's new?
Not
Dead.
We can wipe it.
I got a soul stone, so
I also tossed out one of those things that reses people.
a tempest of righteous fire. Know your place, weakling. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, doesn't she next phase starts at 70%, yeah?
Take defeat were
I believe so.
inevitable.
Wait for mass.
We're right about there.
Yeah, I didn't wait, sorry.
Oh shit. Yeah, me neither.
Bella, can you please summon the people? I think it might take them. Yep. Oh wait.
Going up.
This goes to Sakrathar. Is that the right way?
Yeah, let's.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to go through Sakathar to get to Velhari.
There you go. There you go. That was weird.
That was very weird.
It's probably the only instance that people have really ever gotten confused in that I play with. I think even when we did AQ40, people knew where they were going more often than this.
AK-40 is easy. It's just one big ring.
I was gonna say it's a big circle.
Yeah. Mobs are that way, so go this way instead.
Buff up. There's a feast down.
I think Tax needs a summon.
Nice here.
He's in Volmar hold according to mine.
Did you just hearth out?
Yeah, I had
He's
to
over-
her.
We have repair bots here. Don't hearth out in the middle of a raid, please.
There was one up. I marked it with the circle. Looks like it's down now, though. That's
I was
alright. We'll summon you.
Saw the stone there.
I was gonna say, in Tax's defense, he asked in chat and nobody said anything, so.
Yeah, it is true.
Mine was on cooldown.
Mine too.
Alright, red check for the pull.
So that
Rent
ad that comes,
check.
we killed that ad that comes down, right?
We want to kind of cleave it, not really focus it until we go into the next phase.
Okay.
Yeah. The main thing is getting out of that phase as fast as possible.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Eridar.
oh come on, wait for the pull.
To war. Are you so eager to meet your end?
I need to get.
Oh, that's so trigger happy.
No, I'm practicing my pre-casting stuff. I'm sorry.
You're doing it a little too early.
Okay, I'll wait.
Because they pull too early, so people that are pre-potting are then screwed.
Enforcer, enact my will.
That is so awkward to get used to.
It is.
It'll happen with every ad.
Dispels, guys.
A tempest of righteous fire.
Tempest now.
top of me.
But I got you on follow.
Rolling cry. Tempest is next.
A tempest of righteous fire! 3, 2, does it hurt being so powerless? 3, you are getting so very frail and weak.
Tell me you can't camp.
We're in the next phase. We can move. Focus on the ad.
Your existence without purpose.
Onset.
Dead. Whoa.
Fonts are out.
Keep me up. At a cooldown.
Without purpose.
And 5% till the next ad.
Taxel, you're running the wrong way. Go to the blue square.
Your attempts meaningless.
She needs to be repositioned.
Nope.
She's like way out of there.
Oh, hit me up.
On those debuffs, I think this is the one where we don't want to dispel too soon. Like if they're full health, then we just want to ignore it until they get about half or a little bit less than half.
Yeah,
So-
that halfway through the fight.
Well, isn't phase 2 where isn't this where their maximum health pool is constantly diminishing anyway?
I have many wares.
Well, it's
Are we
happening
dead?
all through phase 1 as well too.
What?
It was happening on phase 1. The debuff consistently drain, or you're consistently getting hit with stuff. So you don't want to dispel the debuff until you're like maybe a little bit less than half life, half HP.
Well, I guess my question is, how are we gauging that in phase 2? Are we because my bars aren't everything even topped up after I tranked and topped everyone off. All the bars are at half.
Phase 2 does that. So phase 2 is actually the phase where our health is getting knocked down and you can't heal full.
Yeah, I got that. What I'm saying is, where are you saying we should dispel that debuff then?
Oh, I see what you mean.
It should just be worked on, throughout. Just if you're anticipating someone taking a big hit, just dispel it so that way you can heal them up quick.
Looks like it is quitting time.